Welcome, IUR Fighting Championship. This man, no stranger to the camera, no stranger to the fight game, Mr. Paddy Holohan. First of all, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you helping the little guy out here.
Thank you so much. I'm all about the little guy. Good job.
Excellent. So let's talk about this event.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably one of the most well put together events in the country at the moment.
Yes, IUR Decky does an incredible job here. He really does. He's very professional from the start. The matches are very close, on time as well, which is so important because fighters are nervous upstairs. It's nice to be able to say, listen, 6 o'clock, this is done, so let's get it done now, with the idea of sometimes it dragging on and all can have a negative effect on fighters. So Decky does an incredible job here, he really does, and the island needs it.
Absolutely, and especially like for the pros, if they have to worry about warming up, cooling down, warming up again, that could really take a toll on their overall performance.
Absolutely.
Yes. So yes, my biggest the thing I love the most about this event is it's clockwork. It really is. It starts on time, and everything's boom, boom, boom. It goes away. Yeah,
Schedule is good, my man.
Exactly. So just like, how do you feel about the overall importance of events like this in Ireland for kind of like these regional events for people to get their experience?
Oh, so important. Like, we are a fighting nation, and we're kind of shit at football, but we're very good at fighting.
We're good at rugby.
We're all right at rugby, yeah. We are good at rugby, I suppose, yeah. To be honest, I don't really watch many of them sports. I think it's kind of like bread and circus, to be honest. But I love fighting because there's a great spirit in it, and it grows people's spirit and soul, no matter how far you take it. Whether you're doing a little jiu-jitsu competition down the road, I pat that man on the back or that woman on the back as much as I do the person who's fighting in the UFC, because the body doesn't know the difference. The body knows, thinks nothing bad's going to happen today, and to be able to come through that. We don't have enough of that in the world anymore. So putting ourselves, creating this uncomfortable feelings on purpose to benefit ourselves. So any man or woman, I pat them on the back that does that. So
yes, I think that's something that kind of society in general could benefit from, is doing something uncomfortable. Getting uncomfortable in uncomfortable situations.
Find yourself comfortable in uncomfortable situations.
I think kind of the mainstream wants to kind of push. Everyone should be, feel happy and whatever, but like that's not life. And
but it's very easy to control that type of person. Then it's very easy to manipulate that type of person. And the worst thing of all is put fear into that type of person. The cave that holds the treasure is the one that you fear the most.
Yes.
So you need to run towards that. We don't want to live once in this time. This is a great thing I've been thinking about lately. We think about the body, everyone does. No matter what scripture you follow, people follow, whether it's Islam, Catholicism or anything, we agree that the body goes one place. But the discussion is around the soul. Yeah. So a lot of people, maybe the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was making us concentrate on the body and not the soul. So fighting, build your soul, whether you like it or not.
Absolutely, you have to. Are there any kind of like mental health benefits that you personally find from training? Like, is there anything specific?
And yeah, I still tip away, you know what I mean? It was always the reason why I went towards the sport was to better my life, and then I was good at it. So sometimes you can shock yourself, and that's so important to realise that you have the ability to shock yourself. So I say to anybody, go to your local jiu-jitsu club, make sure it's reputable in the idea of that it's welcoming beginners and that the level is good, and that the idea is that the coaches know how to welcome beginners. Because then it takes care of itself. You get to a certain level, I think if someone becomes a purple belt, they're probably going to be a black belt, but they have to have that good ethos, that give back, not that I call it Gollum syndrome. Don't need a goal, don't you? You've got to give back to your club. You've got to give back. It's a two-way street after a while. I think that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles meme. Do you ever see this where the coach is leading the turtles and then they go up and then the turtles are leading the coach? This is a great saying I have as well. In a sport where the young eat the old, it's important to teach the young how to chew properly. So the older guy isn't getting chewed up in the corner, and he might be a fireman or who knows. They've got to go home. You know what I mean? So it's the only sport where high-level pro athletes and first-day beginners with people who are training 20 years can be on the same mat together and not get their ass whooped. Unless the other guy makes the decision to whoop his ass.
What would you? Someone who's maybe just considering it, but maybe they're a bit nervous to take that step into the gym. How would you kind of convince them to do it?
What I always say to anybody who turns up at Holohan Martial Arts is the first day, there's only one of them. Then the rest of them are just the next day. Yeah. So the first day is probably the scariest because anything that change or anything you're going to walk into a strange situation, your body's going to be like, no, go back in the cave, go back to the bedroom, it's safe there, And then, as I said, you're easily controlled, manipulated, and fear can be used against you then. When you go through the doors, even go to watch the first time, do half a class, do a full class, and then maybe one class a week, 2 classes, drip feed it, wherever it takes you, step by step, brick by brick, day by day, and keep going, Don't think too high. Some guys come in soon and they're like, they love it so much, maybe I have a little bit of maybe ADHD or whatever it is, and it's like, I'm obsessed with this, and chill, take your time, because what happens is someone ends up getting hurt, they go hard for 6 months and then their body just not ready for that load or that movement, and so take your time. Consider you're going to do it for the rest of your life rather than just, take your time.
Excellent. All right, back to the fights here. You had two
Yes.
fighters tonight, yeah? What is it like for you as a coach to kind of to bring them up there? It's got to be exciting to, be their coach, and then are you? Well, I know you're as excited as they are because I sat next to you there, next to the cage. But what are you feeling? Do you feel any kind of pressure to perform for your athletes, or?
No, well, I've been doing this a long, long time. Even just a reminder today of how long I've been doing it. Dylan Took, the Nuke Took, I don't know if you said, tagged me in a post today. 11 years ago, he was fighting his amateur fight basically against one of the Hugh Brady at the time, which was I think Hugh Brady, I think his name was. He's a really good guy anyway. And I remember even being nervous at that time for it. So if you're not a little bit nervous, maybe you don't care enough. Nerves bring sharpness as well. So
yes.
It can be a really simple game if people can listen and practice and do the repetition. But unfortunately, that can be a little bit boring. And then you have this technology portal in your pocket that then makes it like, I want to do that move.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do that when the lights come on and stuff like that. So what I would say to anybody in my things is go out and perform. Forget about winning, forget about losing, and focus on performance. Because when you go under the lights, the fight or freeze kicks in, and it can be very hard basically to perform, especially when you've got this super move you want to pull off. It's very hard. It'd be like play a computer game. It's a big long combination, or you could just jab, 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 kick, and that's a great game plan. So don't complicate it. So if my guys go out, Keane has had so many fights. They haven't gone his way, but he's always been fighting uphill. He's in this kind of weight bracket where he's maybe a little bit too heavy. He should be fighting at 66, and I've had this nod with him again. Okay, we're doing 66 now. He's like, okay, coach. And then Jordan, you see, so Jordan White.
A fantastic fight.
Fantastic fight, and a good guy as well. So, but that fight was left hand, sell the left hand, sell the left hand, sell it. When you see the fake, come up with the high kick. That was from the start. He got it in the last round, and then it worked. So, which was beautiful. Defend the takedown, a vicious takedown at the start. Go, defend it. And then we have Jorge Grovats after this. So. Jorge, if he wins this fight, he's 4-0, all first round finishes. This man is a phenom. He can go all the way, he really can. And thanks to Becky for making this happen. He's got a good opponent here today. He's Kieran Brady in his own backyard. But Jorge is a Mull Dublin hedge, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mixed with Mull, Moldova and Dublin. So it's a dangerous mix. And the most important thing, he's an incredible guy.
Awesome. Look, sir, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much for having this conversation with me. Until next time, and then hopefully I'll see you in the gym soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Appreciate it. Thank you.